There's a famous saying that says the money is in the follow-up. But here's the thing, 99% of people are doing follow-up completely wrong, leaving thousands of dollars on the table every single month. So in this video, I'm gonna show you the only cold email follow-up system that you need to implement inside of your business to get hundreds of replies and book dozens of calls every single month. By the end of this video, you'll be able to plug and play this same system inside of your business and instantly get better results. Let's dive in. So when I first started doing cold email, and what I see a lot of people do is really 4 core mistakes that we just need to abolish and never do ever again. And the first one is the no follow-up strategy. What I used to do, because I was so excited to just blast as many people as possible, I would basically send one email and I would have no follow-up system in place, thinking that the one email that I send is going to actually get me results. The problem with this is you're basically just relying on chance. And studies show that 80% of business is done after follow-ups. The first mistake I made was not having a follow-up strategy, which is exactly why you're here. The second mistake that I made was the manual follow-up strategy. So what I would do is I would send a bunch of emails, and then I would have to go through my sent emails, and I'd have to look at the email, and then I'd have to click reply, and then I would have to send a manual email to basically follow up with them, which is a complete drag, a complete waste of time, and should not be on our radar whatsoever. This takes hours, and your time, frankly, should be sent closing deals. The third follow-up system that I used to do was the generic follow-up. So when I would follow up people, I would just say things like bump, like following up on the above. Hey, did you get my email? And I would make it really generic with no action and no real strategy behind my follow-ups, just trying to get my email to the top of their inbox. But the problem with this is we were just another email, and there was no real meat or substance to get them to actually provoke a response. The generic follow-up strategy does not work. Sending a follow-up just to send a follow-up is not a follow-up strategy at all. The fourth strategy is the 21-step follow-up system. So what I would do is I would have these 3-month check-ins automatically going out via email, just checking in on my previous email, just following up to see if we could help that specific prospect. The problem with this is that the person receiving your email does not remember the email that you sent them 4 weeks ago. We get hundreds of emails every single day, and if we're sending a follow-up email a month later, thinking that it's going to respark a memory of an email that they got a couple weeks ago, we are dead wrong in our tracks. So a 21-step, throw a case study, throw some value, throw some industry news in there, follow-up process is a quick way to go to spam. So what I created and what I use, which has literally tripled my reply rate and tripled the amount of book calls that we're getting, is what we call the value ladder follow-up system. With any good cold email campaign, the first component is coming up with a really good opener, which is the first email that we send to the person. And the first email is going to be our offer. It's going to be a direct response type of email. And what we're doing is we're following up on that initial opener and the initial offer. And what we do is we have 3 emails going out, because if you do too many, they're going to forget about you. And what we want to be able to do is want to have a short sprint of follow-ups to make sure that we're reiterating what we do in our opener and getting them to reply and provoking a response. This 3-step follow-up system plus a bonus is how we're able to get more replies, more book calls, and book our business. And I would say 80%, if not more, comes from the follow-ups, not from the opener. So first things first, obviously we have the opener, which is going to be the opener email that we're going to send to the clients. So the first follow-up is going to be social proof. So with cold email, they don't know you. They've never seen you. They don't know anything about your business. What social proof does is it accelerates trust. The problem with just following up on the initial email is that we're not doing anything to inch our way closer to building trust with the prospect, because cold email is faceless. There's no way to actually build trust with cold email other than proof. Proof is what is going to build trust with people quickly. So the first follow-up is we want to focus on social proof. And when we do social proof, what we're going to do is we're going to write an email just like what you're seeing right here. So we're going to say that we're helping real estate agents get 2 new buyer leads per day. So we say something like, hi, first name, I sent you a note about helping you get 2 new buyers per day. Just wanted to share. Mike Thompson in Phoenix went from 3 leads per month to 47 leads in 30 days using our real estate social funnel. He closed 4 deals worth $24,000 in commission. Can I shoot you over that video sharing how this could work for you in your market? Our opener obviously had a call to action of sharing a video. We want the follow-up to basically affirm the offer that we're doing in the opener with social proof, and then reiterating the call to action to try to get them to raise their hand. So then what we can do is we can simply copy this, we can go to our Instantly, and we can paste it in our follow-up campaign after our opener 1 day later. And we click on save. So after we send this follow-up email, the second follow-up email follows the same principle as before. All we're trying to do is we're trying to scale trust. We want to build proof, because when somebody opens their email and all they know about you is the email address and what you're putting in the email, do you think giving them your deliverables, giving them your offer is going to build trust and get them to actually raise their hand? Absolutely not. Proof is what's going to do that. So the second follow-up is going to be a detailed case study. In this, what we want to do is we want to go deeper on a specific case study. So an example, hi first name, wanted to share a quick case study with you. Lisa Martinez out of Keller Williams, Dallas was struggling to find buyers, so we set up a real estate social funnel for her. Want to share a quick case study with you. Who, company, the problem that they were facing, the solution. What we actually did, we set up targeted Facebook ads for first-time buyers. We created a dream home calculator lead magnet, and we automated our follow-up sequence. The result, she got 67 qualified leads in 30 days and 5 closed deals worth $32,000 in commission. Reply yes, and I'll shoot over a video sharing exactly how it works. They likely don't really remember the first email that you sent to them. So what we're trying to do is we're always tying it back to the opener, back to the previous email, and we're giving proof, and we're giving them a reason to raise their hand. So we have the social proof, we have the case study. Let's go ahead and just copy this bad boy inside of the second email. Now, the third email that we send is going to be a breakup email. And the breakup email is really simple. Hey, I've sent you a few emails about getting 2+ buyer leads per day using our real estate social funnel, and I haven't heard back, which usually means you're not interested, you're too busy, my emails aren't reaching you. Just reply with, not interested, and I'll start reaching out. Too busy, and I'll reconnect later. Call me if you want to chat. Either way, all good. Again, what we're really doing is we're doing a sprint campaign with our follow-ups. Again, is just getting them to try to reply. So our campaigns will look like this. We're just trying to get them to raise their hand, to get a response from them, get some closure if they're not interested, or get them interested in reiterate that. Because the whole mechanism of cold email is once people go through this whole sequence of the follow-ups, we're not going to do a 21-step follow-up. We're not going to continue to follow up with them. What we're going to do is we're going to take people who didn't reply and add them to a new campaign and try the same mechanism again with a new offer. So that's literally the 3-step value ladder system as it pertains to getting people to respond through the follow-ups. And again, over 80% of our business comes from the follow-ups. So this is super important, and proof is in the pudding, scaling trust. That's really the mindset of the follow-ups. It's not coming up with a new offer. It's not trying this 21-step thing. All we're doing, proof, breakup. And this is going to be my bonus tip, which is going to be a multi-channel approach. And what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about 2 different directions. And guys, if you just copy what I'm going to show you right now, I am so certain that you will get more meetings, more active conversations, more positive replies, and you will grow your business as a result of literally following what I'm sharing with you. What we're going to do is we're going to create a positive reply sprint for those who requested more information. The concept of our opener is we're always going to offer to send them more information on how something could work for them. That's the heart of our cold emails, is we're offering to add some value to them. For the people who said yes, we need a follow-up process for those people as well. Because if we just send them the piece of information and expect them to reply and be like, oh yeah, I want to book a call, we are dead wrong. Follow-up is still important there. What we're going to do all within 1 week is we're going to do a multi-channel approach. Immediately once they reply and say, yes, send me more information, we're going to pick up the phone and call them. Hey, got your request for more information. Wondering if we could set up a call and I could give you even more info about how we're helping, blah, 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 blah. Number 2, we're going to send them the value via email. We're going to reply to the email. Number 3, we're going to find them on LinkedIn and we're going to send them a LinkedIn message plus 3 follow-ups based off of if they have not replied, if you have not been able to book the meeting. The LinkedIn message can go something like this. Hey, Sarah, I'm the guy who's been sliding into your email inbox talking about buyer leads. Figured out I'd try LinkedIn instead. Okay, and we're going to do 3 follow-ups as well inside of LinkedIn. And I'm going to show you how to organize this. Don't be too overwhelmed about the whole system. Follow them on Instagram. Comment on 2 Instagram posts and like 3 other Instagram posts. And then we're going to do Instagram DMs similar to this message, and we're going to follow up with them. And you might be thinking to yourself, wow, Austin, this is a lot to cover. This is a lot to go over. How do I organize this? How do I stay on top of everything? Let me show you. Inside of Instantly, which I really appreciate, is we use what's called their CRM. And if I go to opportunities, AI will automatically mark people as interested based off of positive replies. And what I'm able to do is I can create different funnels inside of their CRM and basically sort and organize all of my follow-ups directly inside of their CRM. So it should be no issue of me actually being on top of these follow-ups, and I don't need to keep everything in my head. This is taking a systematic approach. Okay, LinkedIn connection, LinkedIn message 2, LinkedIn message 3, Instagram message 2, Instagram message 3, etc. All the way to meeting book, meeting complete, 1 or not interested. So we want to get them through this funnel as quickly as possible, especially the positive reply, because those are the people that are warm. So the second part of this is people who went through the full sequence of all the follow-ups. They opened the email, but they did not reply. Okay, we're going to do another follow-up. We're going to do the the same thing. We're going to connect with them on LinkedIn. We're going to send them a LinkedIn message plus 3 follow-ups, something like that. We're going to follow them on Instagram. We're going to comment on 2 Instagram posts and like 3 others, and we're going to send 1 Instagram DM, all within a week. Same way of organizing this. So if you follow this follow-up protocol, I am so confident that your booking rate will go significantly higher, your positive reply rate will go significantly higher, and you will book more calls, grow your business as a result. If you're not persistent, if you're not actually following up, then you are missing out on a gold mine inside of your lists. Now, even though they're super important, follow-ups are only one part of the whole process of having success with cold email. In reality, you need to see how the full cold email strategy works in real life. So click on the video on the screen and watch me build and sell a service-based business offering in less than 10 hours as a part of a challenge. So you can not only figure out how to set up an entire cold email system for a real company, but you'll be able to also get the peripheral things that are equally important. It's the exact system that you need to follow to book more appointments and generate real business with cold email. I'll see you over there.